Before we begin, I should mention that this was initially meant to be a Dexter's Laboratory Mandark's Lab review. It's the first Dexter's Lab game on home consoles. However, there's some weird problems that arise with PS1 emulation that meant I would have to obtain a copy of the game to review it. Because I won't have enough time to purchase the game and have it arrive in time, as well as get the necessary capture equipment to get the review out, I'm just skipping over it for the time being. I might come back to it later, but there's no promises at the moment. But let's be honest, it's the first ever Dexter's Lab game on home consoles, so it's probably not going to be very good. However, now that I know that this issue exists, I'll be prepared in the future, and I shouldn't have this problem ever again and won't have to skip any games. Enough of that though. Dexter's Laboratory Chess Challenge was released on the Game Boy Advance and hit shelves in North America on October 29, 2002, the same day as the Powerpuff Girls' Him and Seek. I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I have no freaking idea why so many Cartoon Network games have been released on the same day or within a week of each other. It was developed by Virtuecraft Studios, the same people responsible for Disaster Strikes. That game was a glitchy, broken mess, so that doesn't exactly fill me with confidence. There were only 3 reviews of this game that I could find. The first came from EA GB Advance, whoever the hell that is, and they gave the game a 4 out of 5. The second was from PCMag.com, which gave it a 3 out of 5. I have absolutely no idea why PC Mag were reviewing a GBA game. Finally, Nintendo Power gave the game a 2.7 out of 5. Despite some pretty solid reviews, I'm still expecting this game to be the pits. But how bad can a chess game really be? So, Dexter's Laboratory Chess Challenge is literally just a chess game. It's based on Battle Chess, which was an older series that gave animations to give chess games some more life. Since chess has a pretty rigid set of rules, you'd think this would be a super simple game to make. Yet, Virtuecraft have somehow managed to completely fuck it up. Every single video game based on a board or card game that I have played has always had an extensive tutorial that allows brand new players to become familiar. However, Chess Challenge literally just drops you in and says, hey, figure that shit out yourself. Absolutely none of the rules of this game are explained. You have 4 game modes to choose from: Tournament, Versus, Quick Game, and Puzzle. Notice there's no option for a tutorial or even somewhere where you can just read the rules. If you want to play this game, you better be an expert at chess already. I went into this having a minimal understanding of chess, and this game did nothing to help me improve. Even on the easiest difficulty, this game is just way too hard for a beginner to play. I tried my best to learn on the fly, but it was just too tough. Sure, I could look up the rules on Google and probably be fine, but back in the day when this game came out, there wasn't such luxuries. Now I know how movie critics and parents who were confused by the first Pokemon movie must have felt. Virtuecraft are just so confused about who their target audience is. There's nothing wrong with making a portable chess game that allows you to play chess anywhere. In fact, it's actually a rather convenient thing for die-hard chess fans. But they decided to use the Dexter's Laboratory license for this game, a show aimed at an incredibly young audience who, for the most part, probably have no clue how to play. If you're going to use a cartoon license for a chess video game, you sure as hell better include a tutorial, or at least make it easier. While I am saying this game is ridiculously hard, it's important to note that I literally never lost a game while I was playing. How is this possible, you ask? Because literally every game I played ended either in a stalemate or a draw. Literally none of the games I played ended up achieving a result. How fun! You can choose to play as Dexter, DD, Mandark, or Major Glory. However, the only thing choosing your character does is change the various animations you get when you take a piece. There's an animation every time you take a piece, which is initially kinda neat, but eventually you're just slamming the A button and wanting to get on with the game. I could imagine this would be even more annoying for people who actually know how to play chess and just want to get on with it. The music during games is also just one short infinite loop, which is grating as hell. Let's check out the one other game mode in this game, shall we? Surely puzzle mode will be better than tournament mode. Oh, how wrong I was. These so-called puzzles have the least effort I have ever seen in my entire life. You can literally just brute force your way through every single one of these puzzles, even the puzzles that are supposed to be for experts. All of the puzzles just require you to get a checkmate in a single turn. The problem with these kind of puzzles is that there's a limited number of legal moves you can make, meaning if you just attempt each puzzle like 10 times, you'll succeed. If you have the patience for trial and error, you could literally beat all of these puzzles in 15 minutes. Surely they could have come up with some other puzzles besides this. It's really not much of a puzzle if literally every person on Earth could beat this entire thing if they tried. Virtuecraft hadn't released a game in 11 months when this came out. What the hell were they doing in that time? It would have taken no time at all to get the basic chess parts of the game working, so surely they could have used the rest of the time to give the game more content. It's just yet another attempt at a quick cash grab by using a Cartoon Network franchise. I really hope Mandark's lab was better than this.
Dexter, your invention is complete, but you must give it away in the Air Dextron sweepstakes.
Give what?
Dexter, say goodbye to the TV, VCR game station with DVD, laptop computer, walkie-talkie, stereo system, and year's supply of Airheads candy. To find out how you could win the Air Dextron, see Airhead store displays or go to CartoonNetwork.com. Hurry, they're out of control.
There's no other way to put it. This game is awful. What went through their minds when they made a chess game aimed at kids, but didn't want to include any kind of tutorial? If you're going to make a chess game aimed at kids, you need to teach them how to play. And honestly, how many copies do you think this game sold? 10? Sure, it has the Dexter's Lab branding, but what kid wants to play a freaking chess game? If somebody owned this game as a child or knew someone who did, please let me know. We're like 8 games into Cartoon Network's video game history now, and they've made one game that I would class as good. That game also happens to be the very first one they released. Screw this shit, I'm going to play checkers.